Hi beauty freaks, as you can see I am back and we are doing this look today, which is a lovely fall look, and it's using purples and corally browns and just rich colors in general. If you would like to get this look, keep on watching. Okay guys, so to start off you're going to take an eyeshadow base, and for this I'm using TooFaced Shadow Insurance. And you're going to prime your eyes. I highly recommend that you start with your eyes first. You're going to look a little funky, but it'll be better. And I'm only using just a tad. And you're going to put that on your eyes. Prime your eyes. Okay, so once you're done priming your eyes, because I use TooFaced Shadow Insurance and I'm not using like a make paint pot, you're going to want to let that dry. You're going to go and highlight your eyebrow bone first. So I'm going to go in with NYX Wonder Pencil and light, which looks like these. And I'm basically just going to draw the underneath part of my brows and just keep it in this area. I am next going to take the, that would be my phone, the tapered blending brush, which is the E35 from Sigma. And we're going to take this and we're going to go into M.A.C nylon, which looks like so. And you're just going to pick it up with your brush. Make sure you tap that off. And then you're always going to want to start your highlighting shade in the center and then work it up. Okay, so basically you're going to go in with the same brush that you used to do your highlighter, and you're going to go into tease, pick a little bit of that up. Don't forget to tap, and you're going to start in the corner. And you're just going to kind of blend. Keep most of it at first in the outer corner here, but you're just doing windshield wiper motions. Here, let me focus this a little bit. You're just doing windshield wiper motions until you kind of blend that color with this top color here with the nylon. So once that's all done, you're going to go in with your E40 from Sigma. It's a tapered blending brush, and you're basically just going to run it over, and this is clean. You're just going to run it over this hops here. Just make sure it's nice and blend it out. No lines, no craziness. Okay, so now into the 5th edition palette. And we're going to be taking this kind of goldeny color here. Wipe off your E35 brush, or you can use a different brush, whatever you like. And you're just going to kind of pick up a little bit of that. Not too much. And you're going to kind of tap that off. And then you're going to start working it in there. So then you're going to go into the bottom part of this palette, and you're using this color and this color, or wait, these two colors right here. And you're going to mix them together. And it's mostly the brown color so that you can get just a little bit more warm and tone in. The next color we're taking is in this on the first sheet, which is this color. It is a very copper color, and we are going to be using this little bitty fine crease brush, and we're going to be putting this on our eyelid. Again with the focus. And then you're just going to kind of take the flat shader brush again, or not the flat shader, but the tapered blending brush, and just kind of dust over it to get any of the loose glitters or shimmer from that palette off. So then, it's still stained from when I used it, but we're using a E25 from Sigma, and we are going into this color here, as you can see, which is a nice kind of maroon color, I want to say. So again, a little bit, tap the excess off, and this is going right in the crease and 3/4 on the eyelid. So once we've done that, take your fine crease brush that you had used the copper on, you're going to wipe it off on a wet wipe, and you are going to pick up that same red color or magenta color you were just using. Make sure you tap off the excess, and you're going to make sure that it's nice and on there, specifically in the crease area. And then in your Naked 2, or you can use whatever black you want, but I'm using Blackout, and I believe that is a permanent color in their line right now, and you're just going to pick up a little bit of that and legitimately just right there. That's all you're putting in it. And you are going to take this brush here. E40. Okay, so after you're done with that, you're going to take a normal fluffy brush like this, and you're just going to kind of sweep underneath your eyes and on your nose. Make sure that you got everything off of there. Then you are going to go and take your foundation and wet your beauty blender. I'm using a beauty blender. You can use a brush. You can use whatever. Actually, you're going to prime your face first. And for that, I'm going to be using the Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm. Looks like this. And with this, a little goes a long way. Make sure you don't have any black on your face. I'm just using a little bit. And you're literally just going to put it all over your face. Be careful not to get it on your eyeshadow. And you're going to rub this in until it starts to feel tacky or like sticky. Now you're going to take your foundation, and for this I'm going to use M.A.C Studio Fix Fluid and NC20. Put some on the back of your hand. Of course, this foundation tends to oxidize quite a bit, so just make sure you're very careful and buy like a shade lighter. So I'm going to put the foundation basically on all my red spots first, or my reddest parts of my face, so my cheeks and my chin and my nose. So then we're going to take our highlighting concealer thing, which is the Rimmel Perfect Match in Fair, which is the 125. It's a 2-in-1 concealer and highlighter. I mostly use it for under my eyes. So once you do that, you're going to beauty blend it out. Be careful along that line. Okay, so once you have put on your concealer on where you're going to put it, which I usually put it here, down the center of my lip, right here on my cupid's bow, so on my chin, and then of course a little bit on my forehead. I do have a small forehead, so I don't ever contour my forehead, but you can see what I mean. So then you just blend that out. So once you've done that, you're going to bake. So I'm going to be taking a light powder. It's in light mineral loose powder with your same damp sponge. Get a little bit on there. And then just use whatever's left from my eyes, on my nose, lip, and chin. Because then it's pretty much just the right amount for everything else. And yeah, don't want to look completely crazy. And so then you're going to use a fluffy powder brush. This is the brush that I use. It's from Face Secrets. I believe this is, you can go purchase this at Sally's, and it is super soft. And as you can see, it's only been a couple, maybe a minute. And I'm pretty much done baking my face. and we are going to highlight, and we're going to be using the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, as this is the Jaclyn one. So I'm going to actually take the E40 brush. And just put that. And then I'm going to be taking the St. Lucia e.l.f. contouring and bronzing powder, and we're going to use the blush, and we're going to take this brush, the same brush we had before, and we're going to take the blush and just on the apples of your cheek, and then kind of blend that direction. And then I'm going to take an angled cheek brush. This is my favorite one. I have no idea who this is from because it has no name, but I'm sure that Sigma probably has something very similar. And I'm going to put that in my hairline. If it gets a little intense, it's okay. You can always blend it out. And I'm going to use this brush, which is a natural hair fiber brush, to blend it. At least this part. Make sure it is clean and that there is nothing on it. Then I'm going to take this brush from ecotools. It's called a buffing concealer brush. It's flat, kind of kabuki-ish brush. You want to make sure that it's nice and clean. And you're going to go into kind of a medium color. And this, it doesn't even say, it's a bold brown palette from, I believe, Maybelline. And I'm taking this color, which is a taupey, it's a medium shade. So then we're just going to kind of barely touch our face and go down our nose. And then I'm going to use my finger for this portion, but I'm going to go use my finger and pick up a little bit of that Becca and just kind of straight down the nose. So after that, you're going to go in and put on your eyeliner and whatever else you feel necessary, but I am going to do my eyebrows first. And for that, I'm going to use a gel, which this is just from my cosmetology school that I used, and a powder. And I'm literally just using what's in the top of the lid because you don't want to use too much. It could be completely terrible. And a clean mirror. And basically, just follow your brows' natural brows curvature. And you're going to take this, which has plenty of buildup of brow stuff, and you're going to just kind of work it like that. So once you've done that, you have your eyebrows on, you can go in and do your eyeliner. I'm using the H2O Proof from Wet n Wild. And you basically follow the line that you got on your, with your, whatchamacallit first. Alright, once that's done, we are actually going to go take our fine shading brush, and we are going to go into that lovely maroon color that we were using previously, this one right here. And you want to make sure you definitely tap that off. And you're just going to pull that. We are using Benefits. They're real, and I'm using a sample too because I love it. And you could choose to use a dark colored lip or whatever you would like to do, but I'm actually just going to use Marykays At Play and Teddy Bear as a lip. And if you want to jazz up your nude lip a little bit, you can take some of the Becca highlighter, put it in the center, and then I'm going to actually pick up this one color over here just to make sure I add some color to this color, because it can be really quite dark or light. And I just took this color from the palette we were using. Woohoo!